Hey, what is going on, my Earth Sign Collective? It is your girl, Tracy, Ascension 225, Tarot and Oracle, y'all. What is going on, my Earth Sign Collective? I love you guys. Hope you are all doing well and doing abundantly or being abundantly blessed. It is for the week of June 12th that I wanted to talk to you. We talked, I did a previous video about Saturn retrograde, right? Okay. In that video, I told you a little bit about the effects of Saturn retrograde. We just got out of Mercury retrograde on June 3rd or 4th, and that kind of lingers for a few days. And then right after that, now we're into this whole Saturn retrograde, and this lasts until October the 22nd of 2022, you guys. 22. So, so the thing is, Saturn retrograde is in the sign of Aquarius. Our water barriers, our fixed air signs, our humanitarians of the world, our quirky, um, kind of strange, off to left field type of Aquarians that we love so much. Um, but this is a time during the Saturn retrograde that is urging us to make major karmic choices that will affect our future. This lasts until October 2022. If we can work on ourselves during this retrograde where we're feeling a little bit more empowered, we feel a little more sure of ourselves, then that is all the better. You know what I'm saying? Um, so this could help our future. And during this time, it's about assessing all of the commitments in your life: commitment to love, commitment to friendship, commitment to family, commitment to jobs, whatever the case may be. It's going to tackle your commitment to these things. So it's either going to take it to a higher elevation, or you're going to may dump it all together. It's time for us to think about where we want to keep in our lives, what we want to Eight of Cups, what we want to walk away from, what no longer serves us. These are the times, the months where we're going to be making those decisions. We may even look back on the past and go, why did I make that decision? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why? And beat yourself up, being guilty, feeling guilt, remorse, that 5 energy, right? That conflicted type of energy. But this is also time to address it, heal it, forgive it, whatever you need to do in order to maybe become unstuck. Because when situations are unresolved, you kind of get stuck, right? Hard to move on. But if you address it, forgive it, heal it, and you're able to move forward, then that's better for you moving into 2023, as we said. Let me see. Also, it's not a time for slackers because Saturn is all about going out, getting it, doing it. You know what I mean? Bossing up, whether it's in your private life or professional status, is about bossing up in your career, to your goals, your relationships. Um, June 14th is the full strawberry super moon. It's going to be bright, brilliant, and beautiful. Hopefully, wherever you are, you'll be able to see it. That's June 14th. June 16th, the sun and the Saturn are in retrograde. They harmonize into a trine, making us boss up in many aspects of our lives, like I just said. June 18th, Venus is in Taurus. It forms a square with Saturn retrograde, making us rethink, reevaluate, a lot of things in our lives, specifically love, finances, stuff like that. Um, and then lastly, June 27th. Hold on, guys. June 27th. We've got Mars and Saturn retrograde. They share a sextile on the 27th, adding that added authority and power to whatever actions you're out there trying to achieve, do whatever, you get that extra boost of confidence or whatever from the universe. So take advantage of Saturn retrograde. All right, so along with, that whole feeling of reevaluating things, self realizations, self actualizations, taking a good hard look in the mirror, looking at the past situations, maybe feeling some regret or remorse or guilt about some past situations. It just depends on how the retrograde hits you. Everybody has a yin and a yang, a female and a male type of energy in them. One is more dominant. I'm a Gemini. Male energy is more dominant for me, but everyone has a light and a dark energy. So, what in your south node, your shadow energy, needs to be reevaluated, looked at, rethought about, re-talked about, whatever, re-examined in order for you to heal it, forgive it, and release it. So let's dig into the dark mirror shadow cards oracle to see what the collective may need to work on. And we're going to start with Taurus. And we're going to start Taurus at 6:40. All right, my Taurus, here we go. Holy Spirit, we're tapping. Sorry, guys. Stay up. All right. Sorry, guys. You ever sweat underneath your boobs? If you have boobs, you ever sweat underneath them? All right. So anyway, I digress. All right, Holy Spirit, we are tapping in and tuning into the Taurus Collective, using the Dark Mirror Oracle during this Saturn retrograde. What does the Taurus Collective? What do they need to know? What cards do they need to see? What shadow energy do they need to be working on at this time in order to be their best selves? What do they need to work on to be their best selves? One more, please, Holy Spirit. This is for our Taurus Collective. What do they need to see or do in order to be their best selves? What do they need to work on? In the hidden energy, we've got peaceful among the thorns. This is a monk who's being all zen. It looks like Mad Max because he's got that eye thing going on. So he's a more modern type of monk. But he's staying zen in the midst of chaos. Among the thorns, he's finding peace. So maybe that's for some of our Taurus Collective. Maybe you're trying to find that peace among the thorns. All right, what do we got going on here? Okay. I think it's really important to know everybody knows their light side, what they're good at, their positive attributes. But sometimes understanding your negative attributes, you're able, when you acknowledge them and understand them, you're able to work on them in order to become an even better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying, Taurus? Right on. All right, so we have fragmentation. I'll show you the card in just a second. Fragmentation, guys. Hope my Taurians are all doing well today and abundantly blessed. But some of you guys are feeling like this, fragmented for whatever reason. This moon phase is the waxing crescent moon. So pay attention to the moon phases. Maybe you'll feel some sort of fragmentation during this moon phase for whatever reason. The emotion or the energy tied to this card is anger. When rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion and we break. Wow. Losing a sense of self is a crescendo of noise, a decrescendo of pain, and a prelude to nothingness. Wow. What is broken can be mended, not so that it returns whole, but at least until it tells his name anew, my name, and who will do that to me? I will. This is all about taking those fragmented parts of yourselves, and this is a time to go through some of that self-realization, that self-actualization. Who are you really, Taurus? And put those fragmented pieces of the puzzle together. Who are you authentically? Who are you to your cellular level? Right? It took me 50 plus years to figure out I'm a healer at the cellular level, a spiritual being who is a healer through yoga, meditation, and divination like tarot. So you need to put those fragmented pieces of yourselves and give them love too and nourish them, right? So that all of you can be whole. Is this me? And also, I wanted to tell you that this reduces to a 5, and 5s in tarot, they're all about conflict, chaos, competition, life being pretty much upside down in a state of conflict at all times. Is this me? Number 4. The moon phase for this is the new moon, so you can't really see it. It's obscured. This is the stage or energy or emotion of acceptance. I cannot recognize myself, but I am still me. I cannot recognize myself as I can't remember the road that led me here. How can I see the road ahead? My nose is itching on this one. Oh my God. This card is not about an affirmation, but rather a question. Is this me? Can I recognize myself? Maybe yes, maybe no. But for sure, I lost the road I had once. The last time I stopped to really think about it. And in my heart, I feel maybe like the high school girl that went to the prom. But truly, I am now 45 and I weigh thrice. I feel my true self as the kid that wanted to play soccer with the Real Madrid. All this while punching numbers on an Excel sheet. This pertains to not being your true self. Do you like who you are, what you are? Or did you make excuses on who you are and what you are? Did you do things the safe route? Did you take some risk in life? If an old dream is dead, it's time to renew it. All right? It's never too late to renew anything, especially dreams. Okay? When you take your last breath, that's when it's too late. But now it's time to renew them. If the old dream is alive, it's time to go back to it. So go back to that dream. Go back and renew whatever that desire it is that you had, and not live life on the safe side or worried about what people are going to say about you, Taurus Collective. Somebody's hiding their true self. Sorry. Hiding their true self. Number 14. Yeah. Somebody in the Taurus Collective is hiding their true self. And this card added is a 5 as well. More conflict and chaos. If you're not being your authentic true self, then guess what? You have conflict in your life. The moon phase is the third quarter. Okay, midway through the month. And this is the stage of accepting who you are, Taurus. Accepting who and what you are. Hiding is keeping things inside. Lack of trust becomes lack of hope. So there must be a limit. Yes, there must be a limit to all the hiding and people pleasing. Right. When can you finally be you? When can you finally be your true self? Right? Mm-hmm. You could be in front of the mirror or you could be behind the mirror, yet you choose to be the mirror. Hiding is a survival instinct. Do you want to be honest and truly be yourself? Very few people will accept you then, right? Is that what you're thinking? That very few people will accept you if you are your true self? You're too complicated to be comfortable, too contradictory to be easy, too exceptional to be believed. Okay? Being yourself is like a moment at the spa. It is a massage for the soul, a purification process that brings in oxygen and gets rid of that old, stale, stagnant air. It is bliss with pleasure when you're truly your authentic self, Taurus. All right, let's go ahead and get some of these oracle cards down on here, my beautiful Taurus. Let's see what's up. This is the Eclipse deck. I got this on Etsy. It's split into two because my hands are too small to shuffle the whole deck. All right, Holy Spirit, for our Taurus collective, what do we have uh, to add to what's already on the table for the Taurus collective? What is this fragmentation? This is this me card and this hiding of the true self, the peace among the thorns. What is that all about? What is that all about, Holy Spirit? Using this part of the deck, please give us more in-depth information. All right, in the hidden energy, I've got victim mindset, Taurus, decreased awareness of your personal power, excessive belief that the world is acting against you, increased sensitivity, blame, denial, or not taking personal responsibility, victim mentality. All right. All right. We're going to go over all the cards in just a moment. Let me just get these cards. Holy Spirit, this is for the Taurus Collective. What other cards can you show us or do we need to see that can help or assist the Taurus Collective with the energy that's already on the table, please? What is this energy that's already on the table? Can you add to that? Holy Spirit, can you add to this? A few more shuffles to see if there are any additional cards that Holy Spirit would like to add for our Taurus Collective. Whoa, for our Taurus Collective. All right, Taurus, that's it. Spiritual union, a divine partnership, both partners that are rooted in feelings of self love, being free from the subconscious influences and the wounds that they carry. This is unconditional love. So maybe a Taurus out there is missing a spiritual union, or about to go into a spiritual union, or divine partnership. I don't know. Um, this is all about expansion. Can't expand though with the victim mindset though. All right, what do we have here, Taurus? We've got doctrine, dogma, convention, philosophy, religion, way of life, tradition. This is like back in the day, all the All we know about religion and other things in our lives is what has been passed on generation after generation after generation. A lot of people go to this church because it's just been passed on after generation. It may not even be what they truly believe in their heart to do, but it's just something that they've been told to do or taught to do. They go along with the old traditions. This is like Hierophant energy in the tarot card. So evidently some sort of doctrine or some religious belief has somebody in the Taurus collective feeling fragmented about how they truly are in the inside, what they truly feel on the inside, right? Who they identify with on the inside. It's in between this, is this me, and this fragmentation. So somebody's questioning something about themselves, and it goes against the doctrine or the old mindset that they have or that they've been taught. Somebody in the Taurus collective may have a negative attachment, codependency, people pleasing, placing the needs of others above themselves, right? Hindering their own personal growth because they're too busy pleasing other people and taking care of other people, right? This is a negative uh, attachment under the fragmentation in the doctrine card. Over here, under the hiding your true self, we've got synchronicity, meaningful, coincidental, symbolic, seeing signs, sequences, future events, life cycles. Maybe this is a closing out of a life cycle. Maybe in order to be your true self and no longer hiding who you really are, Taurus. Synchronicity. Pay attention to synchronicity in your life, numbers, and other things that can be synchronous. What is it? Synchronous and whatever. Um, right. Remember early on in the video we said this is all, the Saturn retrograde is all about self-actualization, self-realizations, looking at taking a good hard look in the mirror and going, who am I really? What makes me happy? Truly, what do I need to get rid of that no longer serves me or never did serve me? Right? Being my best self moving forward. Taurus is having a lot of self actualizations. There's some transforming going on. Somebody's trying to find balance in their life. This is like the Temperance card in tarot, finding that balance. One foot on the earth, terra firma, for that grounding, that root chakra, and one foot in the water, having those emotions under control as they go through this self actualization, being courageous enough to be their true selves. Pressure, feeling weighed down emotionally or mentally, burdened, too many obligations, too much responsibility. This is the 10 of Wands type of energy, that feeling overly burdened. Uh, it feels like this too, that victim mentality. Maybe the burdens are self imposed. Yeah, maybe the burdens are self imposed. Just get a few cards of tarot. Holy Spirit, can you please, for the Taurus Collective, tuning in and tapping into the Taurus Collective, what other cards of tarot can you show us for the energy that's already on the table? What cards of tarot can you show us for the energy that's already on the table for our Taurus Collective? What can you show us? A few more cards, Holy Spirit, for the Taurus energy. What's going on with the Taurus energy? What's going on with the Taurus energy, please? Oops. That Emperor just keeps coming out all day long. All right. All right, Taurus, in your hidden energy, we've got a Knight of Wands. All right, the Knight of Wands, that's night energy, that's young energy, you know, like a boy to somebody in their early 20s or something like that. Maybe like a teenager to their early 20s type of energy. Knight of Wands is typically the fuck boy or the fuck girl type of energy. Me love you long time type of energy. They come around but they don't stick around, all right? Yeah. So that's in the hidden energy, Taurus. We got that Knight of Wands. What else do we have here? All right, let's turn these over. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got Ten of Pentacles. This could be either somebody reaching the pentacle of maybe their abundance or financial status or something like that. Or this is the closing of a cycle for these pentacles. Tens are about closing of a cycle. Maybe this is a closing of a cycle. Then I also have the Seven of Pentacles. That's the reap what you sow card. What you put in, you get out, right? And they fell on top of the Doctrine card and the Fragmentation card. So maybe this is the closing of a chapter for somebody to take that fragmented energy and that old doctrine and push it aside and maybe um, embrace a new way of doing things, a new way of seeking abundance in their life instead of that old record player, that old cassette player of that old way of thinking and being and doing. Somebody has a negative attachment here. It's codependency, people pleasing, right? Um, so maybe that's the end of this cycle of people pleasing because of the dogma and the conformity and the traditional ways of doing things that have this person feeling fragmented. That could be confirmation. And then in the middle, we've got the Four of Swords. Somebody in rest and recovery. Somebody may be recovering from an illness. Somebody may be, recovering from real recovery, rehab or something like that. Or maybe somebody's just in a meditative state. Maybe they just need to rest. This fell on the is this me card, maybe, and this is a four too. The is this me card is a four, and this Four of Swords is a four. And it's so funny because look, this is a Four of Swords, somebody in rest and recovery. This person also has a sword, and this is a four. Maybe it's exhausting, trying to be somebody else besides yourself. Ten of Cups. Maybe somebody is finding their Ten of Cups. Maybe this is the closing out of a Ten of Cups situation. All right, and in between, is this me and hiding from your true self? I've got the Eight of Wands. Somebody wanting to communicate quickly. This Emperor landed on top of this hiding your true self. This Emperor is hiding who they really are, Taurus Collective. Who is this Empress? This that's confirmation. This card landed in the this card landed in between the hiding your true self and somebody sitting peaceful among the thorns, this emperor who's not being their true self. Are they waiting for a synchronistic time to reveal who they really are? On the self actualization and the bottom of hiding your true self, we've got the Ace of Wands. Somebody trying to manifest some new stuff, something new. Maybe this is the new them after their self actualization. Hmm. Anyway, this has been very interesting, Taurus. That's as far as we're gonna go. We're not gonna dig that deep into it. We just wanted to have a little look see into your energy today, specifically using the Dark Mirror card. So we're gonna clean up and we're going to go to our Virgo collective. All right. Okay. Thank you, Taurus. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We send you love and light. Namaste, Taurus Collective, and we will see you soon. And we're hoping that you're able to be find your authenticity during this Saturn retrograde, to be your true, authentic self, and not who and what people expect you or want you to be. Okay, all right. Take care, Taurus. Hey, 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 my Virgo collective. All right. Well, as stated at the beginning of the video, we are tuning in and we're just trying to see how we can maximize the Saturn retrograde, how we can make it work for us rather than against us, right? And it's about this Saturn retrograde is all about reevaluating things, self actualization, self realizations. But in order to have some self realizations, sometimes we need to know what's holding us back. That's why I did those past life videos. Maybe something from past life could be holding us back, but also maybe something in our south node could be holding us back as well. We're all striving towards north node, right? Yeah. The light side. There's yin and there's yang. So sometimes we have to go back and deal with some of the stuff in our yang energy in order to continue to move forward and ascending spiritually towards North Node, right? Right. So I bought the Dark Mirror Oracle deck so that we can tap into some of that shadow energy that may be affecting us both positively and or negatively. And sometimes we have to go back. We need to deal with it. We need to heal it. We need to work on things. We need to talk about it. Um, and we need to forgive. So those are all the things that can be worked on during this retrograde, which does not end until October 22nd. That can move you into the new year, to the future in a positive way because you've dealt with some shit, right? All right. So Virgo, here we go. You ready? Let's do this. Hope you all are doing well and abundantly blessed. Holy Spirit, we're tapping in and tuning into the Virgo collective. Can you please show us some shadow cards? What during this Saturn retrograde do they need to see? Do they need to work on? Do they need to talk about? Do they need to focus on? Can you please give one more shadow card, please? Dark mirror card, I mean. One more dark mirror card looking at the dark shadow side of us, I should say. Yeah, one more card for the Virgo collective, Holy Spirit. One more card for the Virgo collective, please. All right, well, maybe not, Virgos. Maybe you're only going to get to two today. All right, well, let's just concentrate on those. All right, here we go. In the hidden energy, Virgo, we've got revenge. And this is a 5 card. Fives in tarot are all about conflict and chaos, growing pain cards. This woman looks very angry. You can tell by her red eyes and her swords. She's ready to take care of some business. She ain't taking no shit. This is 5 energy. We have somebody in the Virgo collective feeling a sense of fragmentation. And we have masquerade. Okay, let's see here. All right, so the moon phase here is waxing crescent. So watch out for the moon phases. You might start feeling this feeling of fragmentation during this time, or maybe this feeling will end during this next waxing crescent moon. The energy associated with this card is the emotion of anger. When rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion, and then we break. This is all about, you know, mending what is broken inside of you. You may not be the same that you were before, but when you work on things and try to fix things and heal things, you're no longer fragmented, a fragmented part of yourself. You're whole. You may not be exactly the same, but at least you're whole and hopefully happy. You know what I'm saying? It says, what is broken can be mended, not so that it returns whole, but at least until it tells his name anew, my name. And who will do that to me? I will. We are all responsible for our own healing, our own self-actualizations, our own realizations about ourselves and the world that we live in, so that we don't walk around fragmented parts of ourselves all over the place. And we've got this masquerade, number 15. And it's so funny because when you reduce this, it's a 5, right? In the hidden energy, you have this revenge card, which is a 5. And then you have masquerade, which has a 5 in it. All right, so where is this? Okay, so the moon phase is wax waning gibbous. All right, that will, you'll start to see that after this full moon. That full moon is on the 14th. This is the stage or energy or emotion of bargaining. What I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold on. I will hold to me for 1 second. Under the guise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under the guise of a thief, I will fly away. This is somebody wearing a mask. This is a thief. This is a predator. This is somebody who will put some sort of magical spell on you, whether that's sex magic or chaos magic or whatever. Come in wearing a mask, or maybe you're wearing this mask, Virgo, to get what they want, and then they fly away. So be very mindful of who's in your energy, okay, Virgos, unless this is your energy, and then they need to be careful of you. All right, so I'm going to just use this revenge card since we didn't get 3 cards out. And to be perfectly honest, these are all very negative energy types of cards, right? Low energy, low vibrational types of card. Fragmentation, masquerade, somebody wearing a mask, and revenge. This is the Eclipse Oracle deck that I got from Etsy. I broke it in 2 halves so I can shuffle it. So this is the first half. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for our Virgo collective? What can you clarify what's with the energy that's already on the table? Can you clarify the energy already on the table, Holy Spirit? What is this fragmentation, this masquerading, this revenge? Maybe somebody's getting revenge on somebody for whatever reason. Let the universe take care of it. You shouldn't be trying to get revenge on anybody. Let the universe take care of that shit. What other energy do you have for our Virgo collective, Holy Spirit? All right. In the hidden energy, there's tribe, a kindred connection and friendship, bond of a higher level, providing unconditional love and compassion. So that's in your hidden energy, Virgo. Somebody who truly, an energy that truly um, has unconditional love and care for you. Using this part of the deck, Holy Spirit, what other messages can you give to our Virgo collective? What other messages can you give to our Virgo collective with the energy that's already on the table, please? Energy already on the table for our Virgo collective. All right. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Anything else that we need to see for our Virgo collective? All right. Teacher. In the hidden energy, we've got a mentor, a counselor, a spiritual advisor, um, an experience that acts as a teacher to enable growth and learning. Okay, so experience can be the teacher, life can be the teacher. Okay, you have tribe and teacher in the hidden energy, Virgo. What do we have here? We've got on the fragmentation card, we've got whispers. We've got that somebody either meddled in your business, coerced you to do something, or either the streets are talking about you. They're gossiping, they're spreading rumors about you. Maybe about you being fragmented. Maybe you had a mental breakdown of some type. I don't know. This is about some sort of gossip or rumors or interference into your world. Maybe that's why this is a 5 card, reduces to a 5, because it's about conflict and chaos, making you feel fragmented or something like that. I don't know. Um, in the roots card here, trees are. It's all about foundations, being rooted. That root chakra, feeling grounded. Your roots being deeply embedded into the ground, so that whatever hits you, you could still be standing. This on this masquerade and this revenge card in between of it, in between two of it, in between them two. I'm sorry. Maybe somebody needs to get more rooted into this situation, but it's all about illusion. It's all about moon energy, sex lies, and videotape. It's not grounded in reality. It has no foundation. It's built on quicksand, not any real thing that roots can take a hold of. Limits. This is about um, having boundaries. Finally saying, putting up those boundaries and saying, I will only allow certain energies in my life, or no trespassing beyond this point. whatever the case may be, setting strong boundaries. Or maybe this is somebody who has no boundaries, somebody who doesn't feel deeply grounded or rooted and feeling tangled. Confused thoughts, mixed messages, distortion, obsessive thoughts. That's devil energy right there. Somebody that's wearing this mask is feeling this way. On the revenge card, I've got attachment. Somebody's got some attachments going on, you know? This is dependence, codependency, people pleasing, um, hindering their own personal or spiritual growth because of these attachments. Maybe this attachment of seeking revenge of some type is is not enabling them to grow further. Maybe somebody's trying to find that balance, you know, between, yeah, find that balance so that this attachment, this codependency or whatever can be more in balance. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this life or maybe an experience will teach somebody or enable their growth and be able to find that balance. Maybe once they hook up with the right tribe, the ones that give them unconditional love, where they can be their true self. Holy Spirit, can you give us some tarot to put down on the table for the Virgo collective? Can you please show the Virgo collective um, clarifying cards on what's the energy that's already on the table? Clarifying cards for the energy already on the table for the Virgo collective. What can we see for the Virgo collective, Holy Spirit? What can we see for the Virgo collective, please? What can you show us for the Virgo collective, Holy Spirit? All right. In the hidden energy, we've got 10 of Wands. Somebody feeling overly burdened. Too many responsibilities. Like they can't breathe. That's a lot of cards right there. Jeez, I didn't know it was that many. Hey, yo, Drip said, turn me up. Okay. All right. So what landed on the fragmented card is the Queen of Cups. Got a Queen of Cups and the Magician. Queen of Cups and a Magician. And Queen of Cups is a loving, compassionate queen. Water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Then you've got the Magician, that's Gemini energy. That's Gemini. Magician can uh, manifest anything using all the elements water, fire, earth, air. Manifest anything from the elements. Somebody's feeling Nine of Swords, anxious, depressed, misery. It's this Empress energy, feeling this Nine of Swords. Yeah, I'm wondering if they feeling this Nine of Swords energy because they're feeling some sort of fragmentation in their life. And then you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody with Nine of Pentacles is somebody very, very abundant on their own, being a single person. You know, here she is a zombie, but look how she's got on her pearls and she's got on her ball gown. So she's very abundant by herself, right? This Empress, but feeling Nine of Swords. Interesting. And then over here we've got Death. And it's in the crossing energy, which is very strong energy. Death and rebirth. Somebody's gone through or going through a death and a rebirth. And also crossing is the Ace of Wands. A new spark of new something. New abundance. Transformation. Got a Two of Swords that landed below the roots, the tree, the foundation, being deeply embedded. The Two of Swords. Feeling conflicted about a decision whether to go to the dark or the light side. Or one decision could be the wrong and one could be the right. Under the limits, the no trespassing with the boundaries and restraints. I see the Four of Pentacles, so maybe there's some limits or restraints. This is called the breadcrumbing card, the Four of Pentacles. Some people may be stingy with their money, or maybe somebody's just trying to be a little bit stingy because they're trying to save towards their future. You know what I'm saying? Or, so you can, however your situation is, whether somebody breadcrumbed you or somebody's just being more frugal for a particular reason, they could have boundaries or restraints or limits to their finances. And then I've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So that is spark of new abundance, not able to come to fruition, which may mean tighter restrictions for the Virgo. Then I've got a Knight of Wands that landed on the balance and the attachment. Knight of Wands is night energy, teenage to young person in their 20 energy. Knight of Wands is I love you long time type of energy, but they don't stick around. They like using their wand, they like to party and bullshit, and then they're out of there. Okay? You can't rely on this energy. And this was on the attachment and balance. So maybe lust, or bouncing from person to person could lead into codependent relationships. This could also be hindering personal growth, being in this type of energy, hopping around, maybe needing to find balance. All right, Virgo. So that's it. Nevertheless, somebody is feeling 10 of Wands, that burdened, overly burdened type of energy, Virgo. So some balance needs to be found in order not to feel that way. All right, so we're going to clean up. 55:15 on the clock. We're going to clean up, and then we're going to go to Capricorn. Thank you, Virgo. The light in me honors the light in you. And as a collective, we support you and hold you up, okay? With whatever you need to work on in this scenario. Hope this resonated for somebody out there in the collective. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to move on to our Capricorns. Thank you, Virgo. All right, Capricorn, we're starting you off at 55:55. Oh, okay, here we go. We're tapping in and tuning in, right, to that, those dark shadows that maybe we can work on during Saturn retrograde in order to become our an even better version of ourselves going into 2023, right? Since the retrograde lasts until October 22nd. So, Holy Spirit, we're tapping in and tuning in to our Capricorn collective. What dark mirror cards? And Caps, I'm using the Dark Mirrors deck by Riccardo Minetti and Laura Sava. Give me just a moment. All right, so we're tapping into that south node side, that south node. The goal is to go north to Alaska towards that north node, right? But sorry about that. Go into that north node, but on the way there, we may need to. This retrograde in Saturn makes us reevaluate some things, relook at some things. Maybe there are things in our south side that we can address again, talk over, talk about it again, hash things out, heal things, move forward, forgive, all that stuff, and that will further propel us towards North Node. And healing is always a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? All right, so here we go. Holy Spirit tapping into our Capricorn collective, using the dark mirror cards. What are some of the shadow sides? Oh gosh, sorry guys. What are some of the shadow sides for our Capricorn collective? What do they need to possibly work on during Saturn retrograde? What do they need to look at? What do they need to address? Holy Spirit, if you can give me one more card for the Capricorn collective, please. What do they need to see or know or hear? Hope you Cappies are all doing well today. June the 12th, around June the 12th. Holy Spirit, can you give me one more card for our Capricorn collective? What else do they need to know during this retrograde for Saturn that's in Aquarius right now? What can they possibly work on in order to be their biggest, best version of themselves going into 2023, Holy Spirit? What do they need to know at this time? Oh, man. Either tight lip sync ships or, I don't know, it just hard to get some information out of here. Okay. Well, there we go. We got three. If I see this bride in a cage one more time, this isn't the hidden energy. This is bride in a cage. This is five energy, guys. This is always putting things off. Things you can do today, put them off till tomorrow. You know, until she's dead and gone, trying to be this bride, right? Putting off things that you could do today, putting them off till tomorrow. Everything's done tomorrow. But yet and still nothing gets done, right? Life is not fully lived because everything is deferred to tomorrow. Okay. Eyes are itching. All right. Let me get my book. Envious Gluttony. Ooh, what's that about? Envious Gluttony. Where's my readers at, Cappies? Oh, hold on. Caps, if you didn't pay attention to the first part of the video, telling you more about Saturn retrograde and what it means and how to maneuver through it, I would go back to the first part of the video. Okay. Envious Glutton. What's this? Here we go. All right. The moon is a waxing gibbous moon. So, this is the moon phase. Envious Gluttony. I don't know if this is when you're going to feel that way, but this is going to come after the new moon or the new full moon or the full moon that starts on June 14th. This energy or emotion associated with this card is denial. Going to the edge of the ravine, savoring the idea of letting go all restraint. This is a crazy looking person. Look at this person. It's kind of scary, right? All in tatters. He's got clawed feet and he's got an alligator jaw on his head. Blood running down his chin. Somebody crazy looking, right? There is hunger sleeping just under the surface, like an animal lurking. This card is not just dark, it's unpleasant, sickly, disgusting. The difference in the way, in the how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed to being in front of of writhing bugs. It's not an existential darkness that we can paint of romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It is raw, primal, reeking of rotting stench. It feels like there is darkness, and in that black landscape, there is a hole leading to an even greater darkness. Wow. The key is that we don't want to recognize the depth of the envy and the anger. It's a parasitic monster, impossible to accept as anything that came out of ourselves. So this could be you jealous or envious of somebody, feeling this envy and anger, Cappies, or somebody could be feeling this for you. Envious Gluttony. Triumph of Lies. Wow, what is this about? First card out of the deck. Waxing gibbous moon as well. And this is the stage or energy of bargaining. If something hurts me, I change myself so it can stop. Not all that glitters is gold. Emptiness is felt when there is nothing under the dress. Right. The triumph of lies is about appearances. And appearance is always so important in the world. Day by day, it seems more and more important. Can that be a lie too? This is pertaining to those energies that feed into the lie, that shallow lie of appearances, what things should look like, what other people will think about your choices if it's not like a perfect choice. This is choosing somebody to be a partner with because they got a big booty and a smile, but no substance. Maybe they have some money or finances or something that can offset that feeling of no love being a part of that equation. Yeah. Yeah. Forgetting oneself. There we go. Forgetting oneself. Waxing gibbous moon. Again, all three of these were waxing gibbous moons. This is also the energy of denial. Time as an in, time as an I'm sorry, time as an eternal present, not fleeting but locked. No progress is no regress either. Hmm. Eating the lotus flower, numbing our identity to go by the sound of a music that never was ours. See this person, he's alluring and handsome, right? But it's more than just that. It's more than just the surface. It's like um it asks for more than just that, right? Life asks for more than just good looks and a six pack. Some people forget about that and they go for the external, the surface, forgetting everything else, letting everything else go that's important to them. Maybe because there's money involved or some other payoff involved in that equation. Uncreative selfishness. Wow. When you forget about yourself and you just continue to chase things that look good. Mask, wearing masks, forgetting oneself, being what people think you should be, who you should be, who you're portraying to the world under that moon energy. All right, hello. We're going to tap into the Eclipse Oracle card that I split into two so I can shuffle. Hold on for a second. All right, Capricorn, thank you for your patience. I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to cook and do reading at the same time. Sometimes you got to try to maximize your time. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get some Eclipse Oracle cards on deck. Holy Spirit, this is for Capricorn. Capricorn Collective. What Oracle cards from the Eclipse deck can you show us? What's this envious gluttony? What is this triumph of lies? Forgetting oneself for our Capricorn Collective. Or even this bride in a cage. What is this all about? Can you expound on some of the energy already on this table, Holy Spirit, using this part of the Eclipse deck? Whoa, it's kind of really slippery. Um, okay. All right, so in the hidden energy, Capricorn, we've got fulfillment. That attainment of being successful, accomplished, um, having peace of mind, being nostalgic, having beautiful, pleasant memories. Or maybe somebody sees you as fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Using the other part of the deck, Holy Spirit, what other messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective? What other messages would you have for the Capricorn collective? What is, yep, Go ahead and do what you gotta do, Holy Spirit. Whatever messages you have for Capricorn will be delivered. This one turned over, so I'm going to take it. On the bottom of this, we've got Wizard, the Rainmaker, tapping into one's full potential, manifesting something from nothing, using alchemy, being divinely inspired, okay? Like that magician, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's envious of your blessings, Capricorn. This landed on the envious gluttony card. Somebody is jealous of your blessings that you're receiving. Somebody could be envious of your positivity, whatever. They're just haters and they're jealous. Or maybe you're jealous of somebody. Maybe you're the envious one here. There's some sort of disconnection here. Some sort of disconnection, and it was pointing to this bride in a cage, this person who referred everything or deferred everything to tomorrow until it was too late. Now she's a skeleton in a wedding dress. What is the disconnection that's keeping some of the Capricorn collective from not deferring everything until tomorrow and doing it right now? What is the disconnection? Triumph of Lies card. We've got information. Somebody's learning, researching, investigating, scrutinizing some sort of information that they've received. Maybe this has to do with this person wearing a mask and forgetting who they really are for one reason or not, one reason or another. Maybe they're a con, maybe a trickster, maybe something that looks good on the outside. There's something fleeting going on, something short lived, quick, and then something vanished. I don't know if it was some sort of entanglement or what going on here, but it was very fleeting. Maybe it was about this information. Maybe it was about information about dogma, religion, something about conforming to something. Maybe something in this scenario doesn't conform to what somebody believes it should be or whatever. There's some lies and disconnection going on here, though. And lastly, we've got intimacy card. Laying yourself bare, open, in order to, I love this, the ability to mutually peer into the depths of the soul and see the true essence of a person, getting to know somebody at a cellular level, not just this surface ass level, this surface shit. You know what I'm saying? That fleeting shit. This is really getting to know somebody, Capricorn. All right, let's put some tarot down on this. Holy Spirit, this is for a Capricorn collective. Using tarot, what messages would you like to show us today for the Capricorn collective? Ways to get through the ways to get through Saturn retrograde, Holy Spirit. What shadow energy do they need to deal with? Can you please expound on what is already on the table, the energy already on the table, Holy Spirit? What else can you show us and tell us for the Capricorn collective, please? Okay. In the hidden energy, you've got a King of Swords. That's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The cards fell out, but all good. You receiving these blessings, Capricorn, is a tower moment. Somebody's having a tower moment over seeing you receive your blessings. Maybe they thought you were going to crumble and fall. Maybe they didn't think you're going to be successful. This person who's feeling envious over here, this envious gluttony, they're having tower moments for all of the ill thoughts and will that they sent your way, and seeing you bless up, they're really having a hard time with that shit. Could be an ex. There's somebody here, a zombie here in a wedding dress. So it could be somebody that you used to be married to, engaged to, committed to. Right at the top of the Triumph of Lies card, we've got the Eight of Cups. This is somebody moving away from um, what no longer, inspires them, what no longer serves them, what no longer stimulates them. Even if it's Eight of Cups of love, they're still willing to walk away from that shit. And then you've got 21, the World card. It's a brand new world, baby. You can birth anything, new birthing of anything you want to birth into reality, whether it's a new baby or a new idea. This is the closing of old cycles, closing it out. It's a new world, baby, a new world order. For you, the next card is going to be the Fool card, the Zero card. Walking away from something that no longer serves you, closing cycles, and starting fresh, new chapters. Maybe that'll help somebody decide to get out of this disconnection. There's no communication, there's separation, no connection. Now there's three women in what looks to be a wedding dress. There's a wedding dress here. This looks like it could be a tattered wedding dress. And then this is definitely a wedding dress. I don't know if this has to do with a wedding or a bride or a marriage or an engagement or a commitment. I don't know. But that's just coincidental that they all three have wedding dresses on. Eight of Swords, somebody's feeling mentally conflicted. Eight of Swords energy over this forgetting oneself card. This person wearing a mask. And of course, here you can't see this person's face. They got a sword behind their back, though. He looks like he even has something behind his back. Look. Somebody's feeling mentally conflicted. Maybe about this disconnection. Maybe this bride energy here. Two of Pentacles. Ooh. I think somebody learned some information about this Two of Pentacles situation. Smells like juggling to me. Maybe somebody was juggling one person with another, and the information has come out or is about to come out about this juggler. I don't know. Very interesting, my Cappies. Maybe it has something to do with this King of Swords energy, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know, but that's all I have for tonight. We're just testing out these Dark Mirrors cards. Hopefully, this message did resonate with the Capricorn collective. If it wasn't your energy and didn't resonate with you this time, just leave it on the table for someone else to pick up. Thank you so much, my Capricorns, for allowing me to do your read tonight and testing out my new Dark Mirror cards. It's always a blessing to do readings for you, Cappies. Um, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Be well. Be blessed. My Capricorns, my sea goats. Until we see each other again, please like, share, and subscribe. That helps my channel grow, my beautiful Capricorns. Until we meet again, this is your girl Tracy, SN225, Tarot and Oracle. Take care, guys. Peace.